Hey everyone, we'll be starting shortly. I'm getting everything set up before we begin proper, so please bear with me. Okay, that's done. Close these, don't need them anymore. That's all saved. Everything seems to be good. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another stream of Justice Trilogy, Dual Destinies DLC. We had left off last time. Marlon had become jacked. Like he literally went hurrah and became like a big muscle man, and then had holes in his shoulders, and then he started bleeding from those holes. It was weird. And he just suddenly picked up a giant swordfish, which he now has a weapon. So yeah, we had all that happen. We found out that he was the one that tried to kill Orca with the sleeping drug, and that he's angry that Orla didn't get punished for allegedly killing his girlfriend. And he said wife. That hadn't happened. So yeah, we're gonna find out what's gonna happen this time. We can find out if he actually killed the captain, whether it was on purpose, by accident, or whatever. Because from what it seems like he might have done it by. It might have been an accident because he says that he did like the captain, and the way that the handprint that was on the railing might lead to that effect, or it might have been just like it could have been like a Lion King thing. This long live the king. Oh! But who knows? Let's find out, shall we? We might finish the game today, or at least this DLC, and we'll be probably finishing Dual Destinies because that's the only DLC it got. And then after that, we'll probably like be in the next game. So we shall see. So without further ado, let us begin and see what we can get up to today. Hopefully the game or this last part is long enough. I asked last time and I was told it was going to be kind of long. And at least it will hopefully be an hour, because that is a minimum I would want. Otherwise, I have to kind of pad it out with just talking. And no one wants to hear me talk. Yeah. Hey, Rafatron, welcome. Self-production. Refresh. Alright, good game. Go! I mean, I wasn't going to start the next game anyway, because it's a different game. Like, I would have to, like, I wouldn't do that. I usually start, like, an end games in those games. I don't go, okay, this game's gone, straight on to the next one. No, I saved that one for, like, the next streams. Anyway, July 22nd, 11:21 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla, Mr. Wright. Well, she's the only one who knows all the answers after all. I just talked to Pearls and she said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Now we have to try and figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. With a gun! You will do a flip. If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we can get some kind of clue. And I can't forget about that strange set of prints of Rhymes either. I was just mentioning that. I really appreciate you trying to save both Orla and me. I had no idea Marlon hated Orla like that. I feel like I've been shot by a torpedo ray. What are you doing here? Of course he would hate to kill a whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him. Oh, Mr. Bloom. You've been watching the trial? Oh, yes. I came to make a declaration of war. Declaration of war? No matter what the results of today's trial, I'll report the truth in my new book. Even if that truth goes against what I wrote in the Killer Whale. I don't know what the truth is. Not even about what happened a year ago. But the crab. Azura died right in front of my eyes in the middle of a pirate show. She suddenly fell from the orca's back and began thrashing around in pain. The orca was singing a song and then started headbutting Azura over and over. Finally, the orca took Azura in the mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Just before she died, Azura was obviously holding her chest in obvious pain. She was holding her chest? Wait a minute. Could it be her heart condition that was quite obviously explained to us that probably killed her? You know, the thing that everyone should know about? And yet, no, it's the orca that killed him. It's like, it's so weird. You literally just gave the description. It's like, and you inferred from that the orca killed her. That's not how it happened. You can literally tell by your description, Doctor, that she had some sort of heart attack or something, or an aggravation of a heart condition, and Orla was just trying to help. Like, are you serious? I feel like this is very convoluted just to get this story to happen. It's like, what? Goku's heart virus, we need someone from the future to come in. We need to get, like... we need to get Phoenix Wright's son to come back in time. I don't think Orla was to blame for the incident a year ago, either. What? I think the cause of Miss Summer's death might have been her heart condition. Heart condition? What heart condition? I never heard anything about it. Really? Oh, okay. Miss Summers had a prescription with Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. The orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did. What? Azura had a heart condition too? I guess she hid it from me, from everybody, just like I did. So that means the orca was innocent a year ago too. It's just a theory, but I think the orca headbutted Azura to check on her. And then did the lifesaver trick to rescue her. There's no need to put Orca down after all. So you really did intend to put Orla down? No. Jack and I were against such a thing from the start. But you said you were going to euthanize the orca. Yeah. I've been wondering about that. Too. I thought he was going to say two, but he said I'm wondering about that. The crap about this capsule. It's not poison, but a sleeping drug, right? That's right. Even if Orla attacks someone, even if the Center for Dangerous Animals Control demands she be put down. I never had any intention of killing her. I would use sleeping pills to make it look like she was dead, and then she's set free. Or be set free. That's why I purchased so many sleeping capsules. I was right! I have a big brain! Some people may complain that, oh, you played this before. Yeah, once. When it came out. I don't remember everything. I don't remember any of this. Oh, that's why. I never considered the possibility that the poor woman's death was illness. She seems pretty disturbed to be wrong. I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed the owner's death, I was there at the request of the animal keeper. Alan Rhymes. That is correct. That day, my client called me to ask me to investigate their orca pool. He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do. Why did you decide to tell us this? My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of the truth. I couldn't allow that. I will be watching to see how this all unfolds. Good luck to you, blue and yellow duo. Ah! Oh, she shot me with a real gun! Ah! Those invisible bullets hurt! That was quite a bombshell she just dropped, and so casually, too. That woman really is a free spirit. A pain in the butt. Remember what they said yesterday, Mr. Boyle? They'd expose any secret if it would help to save Sasha. I remember. It's my duty as a lawyer. Well, I just wanted you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium secret. It may put me in hot water, but if it helps save the orca, let me clue you in on another secret. Focus on the orca's song. Orca's song, huh? What could he be hinting at? Oh, Mr. Wright, look, it's time. All right, let's go back. You got it, boss. We're going to go in there and save Sasha and Orla together. We're going to kick everyone's butt. No one shall live. I forgot we had a TV screen for this. I was like, oh, we're talking to a TV. No, we're talking to the orca on the TV. 11:30. The court will now reconvene. Is the witness Orla Shipley, commonly known as Orla, ready? The orca is present, but I highly doubt she understands what is going on. Oh, just as adorable as yesterday. I distinctly remember you being afraid of her on several occasions. Now then, Mr. Wright, how do you propose to cross-examine the witness? I intend to have the young lady there with Orla help me. Hi, everyone. That young lady. Didn't I meet her once before a long time ago? Yes, that's Pearl Fay, my old friend. I was friends with an 8-year-old, apparently. Well, didn't she grow up to be a lovely young lady? I have no interest in this chit-chat. On with the cross-examination. Mr. Wright, this is all your fault. Why are you dawdling? How is this my fault? The court will now hear the testimony of Orla Shipley. How Orla was manipulated. I have to do the voice at all, does it for me? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you seriously intend to cross-examine this orca? Well, she is a key witness for the defense after all, sir. Every time you come to my courtroom, you open my eyes to a new way of thinking. It appears this will be another one of those times. Stop it, you're making my brain hurt. Yes, he's giving me the go-ahead. I'd now like to put the witness and Mr. Rhymes together to see how he manipulated Orca. Hopefully Orla will have some kind of reaction. Arr. Arr. Might be me, but not will happen, I tell ye. Mr. Rhymes was right, nothing happened. I guess I shouldn't have expected it to be easy. How did he manipulate her? Right, Dono, I hope you realize that if you can't prove with this cross-examination how Rhymes controlled the orca, Your defendant will be declared guilty immediately. Yes, I realize that. This is my last chance. I have to figure out how Rhymes commanded Orla to do her tricks. Please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. I guess I'll press her.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley, I'm afraid we is not going to get us anywhere. This is your plan of action. You aren't capable of interpreting Orca's speech. This entire exercise is folly.
Objection!
You leave the interpretation of Orla's heart to me. All right, girl, what do you want to say? Let me hear it. Orla, you're so cute. Right, don't know. Should you intend to continue this farce? I do. Miss Shipley, please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
Did you interpret that for the court, Miss Sykes? Whoosh. Getting a strong reading of happiness. Maybe she thinks she's doing a show? I demand serious witness testimony. This is no time for fun and games. If you continue this mockery, I will subject you to 40 lashes with a wet fish. Ew. Not a wet noodle? That just sounds fishy. Hey, speaking from experience, anything is better than 40 lashes from a whip. What do you mean, speaking from experience? When did you... Never mind. I just suddenly had the recollection. Von Carver. Or Francisca. The defense will please caution its witness to conduct herself with propriety.
Hold it!
Instead of impersonating a one-orca band, could you show us a lifesaver trick? I guess Ola won't do that unless you want to give her the proper signal. Oh, does Ola sing beautifully? Her singing voice is much more melodic and clear. Meh, either one should quit their day job. Please continue your testimony, Miss Shipley.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley seems to want to communicate something. Perhaps she's hungry? Hey, Swordmaster, welcome! We're interrogating a fish. Or a mammal. An orca. There we go. Miss Faye, could you give Miss Shipley a snack? Certainly. One moment. Happy. What a heartwarming scene. It reminds me of my granddaughter with her pet. Does she have a whale too? Wow, your granddaughter must have had a pretty large pet. Stop all this pet prattle and get on with the cross-examination. She's such an adorable creature, I could never get tired of looking at her.
Silence!
I, on the other hand, have had more than enough of this tomfoolery. Enough is enough. It sounds like Prosecutor Blackwell is about to blow his top. What should I do? Should I continue the cross-examination? I'm done playing games. I will not explain how Orla has manipulated by Mr. Rhymes. In order to respond to a command, Orla needs to hear the sound of a whistle. But Mr. Rhymes isn't a trainer. I doubt he'd know how to give the signals himself. So that means he must have had help. So how did Mr. Rhymes issue commands to Orla? Not that. Sasha told me an interesting story about Miss Summers. Did my mic cut out? Did it? I mean, I can still talk. It's still being picked up from what I can see. Yeah. And yes, the phone. I know. I was doing it. Sasha told me an interesting story about Miss Summers. Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the awkward tricks. I used to help Azura take the videos on her TV phone. Most likely, Mr. Rhymes still has these videos for Miss Summers. Miss Faye, could I ask for your help? Of course, Mr. Nick. What is it? You're using Mr. Rhymes' TV phone, correct? I'd like you to examine it for me. Please look for videos of Azura Summers issuing whistle commands to Orla. Videos? I'm not too sure how to do that, but I'll give it a try. My apologies to Marlon. I don't know. What are you up to? You'll see in a moment. If Pearls can find those videos for me. Mr. Nick, I found them. I found some videos like you described. You did? Thank you, Miss Faye. Just as I suspected. How did Marlon Rhymes get Orla to do those tricks? I don't know, but there's this one video that looks very weird. All I hear is heavy breathing or something. I think they were doing exercises. I will now show you with Mr. Rhymes' cell phone. His cell phone? What are you implying he used an app? Miss Faye, if you can issue all our command. Or see if you can issue our command. Me? Can I do such a thing? Has she grown up a bit? She's older, yeah. But she's still pretty much the same. You might be able to if you play a video with a whistle signal up in it. If there is a video of the lifesaver trick, please play that. Before you do, though, please put the practice dummy in the test pool. Or in the pool. Practice dummy? Alright. In it goes! There, it's sent to the bottom. Now play a video. Orla's diving down, heading straight for the dummy. What a smart girl you are, Orla. The lifesaver trick was a complete success, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Miss Faye. You were a big help. Now I have proof. Unbelievable. You actually pulled it off. That was the lifesaver trick we saw yesterday. Is Miss Faye an Walker trainer now? No, Your Honor. I'll explain after we try one more trick. Now let's see if we can command Orla to do the singing trick. Miss Faye, if there is a video of the singing trick, please play that. Certainly. Let's see. Is it this video? Oh my, isn't she wonderful? That was the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. Oh, what a lovely singing voice. Sure. Oh, sure, you can say that, I guess. It wasn't bad. By the way, how did Miss Faye get the orc of those commands? Marlon Rhymes has something on his phone that his girlfriend Azura Summers sent to him. They're videos of Miss Summers issuing commands to Orla with a whistle. If they have Orla listen to the sounds of the signals, anyone at all can command Orla. Oh my! Anyone at all? Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. All they would have to do is play those videos. Mr. Wright, please submit those videos as evidence. I'm getting the sneaking suspicion the judge just wants to try it out for himself. All right, Swordmaster, thanks for joining. Miss Faye, could you send those videos to the TV phone here? All right, certainly. Accidentally deletes them all. Got him. All right, I'll try playing one. Oh, we get a cutscene? Oh, we actually get video over here. So this was a training session a year ago, huh? But wait a minute. There's something about that song that bothers me. It sounds completely different to the one that was just sung because it was using an actual sound. Rather than just using, like, text, you know, tweet, tweet, tweet noises. And it's actually someone trying to do an orca noise, which isn't how orcas sound out of water as far as I can tell. I'd have to actually look it up. They're more like squeaks. They're like dolphin noises. But, you know, bigger. Orla looks weird. Yeah, she looks kind of small in that one, but that might be just because she's younger. I don't know. It's only a year ago. Videos of summers can be viewed. Oh boy. If the orca could command using videos on a cell phone, then that means that Marlin Rhymes could have manipulated the creature. Arrgh. Mr. Rhymes, you can't talk your way out of this now.
Silence!
I have to commend you. That was a very good proof. I concede Marlin Rhymes could have manipulated the orca. But isn't it true that the defendant could have done it as well? All she would have to do is use the whistle, the whistle she knows how to use so well. And she wouldn't have had to use those videos. Surely you admit it's a possibility. But yes, there's also a possibility that we'll die tomorrow. Anything's a possibility if you put your mind to it, Blackwell. She could have easily had Nord to witness the sinning and the life-saving trick. So he's trying to argue it was equally possible for Sasha for it as it was for Rhymes, isn't it? But is that true? Let me think about that for a minute. Would the phone even have the capability of outputting the right frequency? Depending, because these are like specifically aquarium phones. So maybe? I don't know. They're different. That's right. Weren't just simple cries, it was singing. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. I kept headbutting while it sang the swashbuckler spectacular song. The culprit made sure Mr. Plume heard the song and saw the lifesaver trick. Could Sasha have shown these two tricks to the witness? No, I don't think Swashbuckler could have created the same conditions as the culprit. You challenge me to a battle. I hope your sword is sharpened. Let me see those sword skill of yours. Don't you worry. My sword is drawn and ready. My sword is evidence that the two tricks that could have been shown at the same time.
Take that!
Mr. Plume said in her testimony that she witnessed these two tricks at the same time. However, the fact is inconsistent with how Orla performs tricks. Orla performing tricks? What are you talking about? Orla can't perform two tricks at once. She performs only one trick per whistle signal. Hey, Red Dead 2, welcome. That's how she was been trained. In other words, it would just be like with a dog. If you tell them to both sit and shake, you won't do them at the same time. Am I understanding it correctly? Yeah, that's the idea, Your Honor. I wonder if the judge has a dog. What a farce. So are you saying that the witness somehow managed to produce an impossible scenario? Alright, if the Quitchy-owned trainer couldn't do it, how could I? Yes, it's a mystery, isn't it? Boss, you don't have to agree so cheerfully. The defense is claiming that Marlin Rice manipulated the cannot explain fully how this was done, your argument holds all water. If you can't straighten out your own, would you like me to straighten you out? No thank you. So Ola can't do 2 tricks at a time, but Mr. Plume saw her do it? This logical inconsistency means there's a flaw somewhere. Was Mr. Plume lying? Or is it not true that Ola can do 2 tricks at the same time, or can't do it? Mr. Plume had no reason to lie about such a thing. It really is impossible for Ola to perform 2 tricks at once. Then maybe either the lifesaver trick or the singing trick was faked? Faked. Yeah, maybe Ola can only perform one of the tricks. But it was made to look like she performed 2.
Silence!
Maybe. How do you expect to conduct a sword battle with conjecture? Sounds like I'd better present some evidence, sir, and fast. Although I'm concerned with your profuse sweating, Mr. Wright, I allow me to ask you. I can't read. Which of the 2 was faked, the lifesaver trick or the singing trick? Well, I don't think the singing trick was faked. Although it could have been. Because the singing trick could have been just played over the radio. Yeah, we'll go with the song. The defense wishes to argue that the singing trick was faked. And on what grounds do you base your assertion that the singing trick was faked? I guess present the CD with the song on it?
Take that!
This is the recording of a recent Swashbuckler Spectacular. In this recording, Ola sings the same song she sang from Miss Faye earlier. Mr. Plume said the song is different from the one that was sung a year ago. The song is different? Please listen to the song in the video from a year ago, sent to his cell phone. Or this cell phone. They've tried so hard to match this up. Yes, it sounds quite different from the song Ola sang for Miss Faye earlier. And yet this is the same video Miss Faye used to issue the command to Ola to sing. By having Mr. Plume listen to the song recorded in the cell phone video, the true culprit made Mr. Plume think Ola was singing the song from a year ago. Only Marlon Rhymes, the owner of the cell phone videos, could have done this.
Silence!
Mr. Plume said she heard the orca singing right in front of her. How do you claim he made her think that? How was the song recorded playing? Through the sound system? I intend to explain that too, of course. What? The answer lies somewhere in the Orca Pool video's visitors corridor. Marlon Rhymes played the song recording by using this. The skull! That's obviously...
Take that!
Mr. Plume heard the song while she was in the Orca Pool's visitors corridor. There's a speaker in that corridor so the visitors can hear the orca sounds. Did you play the song with the speaker? How? Here's how Rhymes played the song over the speaker in the visitors corridor. The visitors? Visitors.
Take that!
Mr. Rhymes could broadcast a song to the video, or in the video, to the speaker by using a walkie-talkie. And he could get Ola to do a trick by letting her hear Miss Summer's whistle signal too. He played the singing through the speaker, and he made Ola do the lifesaver trick. All of this was the doing of the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. Ah. This is what you did, isn't it, Mr. Rhymes? Arr. You did it. Now we can both see Shasha and Ola. Just leave it to Captain Wright swashbuckling lawyers to win the case. In any case. I remember agreeing to that name. But it actually was possible for Mr. Rhymes to manipulate the orc, but I'm stunned. The wizard killed him. I see we will need to hear more from this witness. Mr. Rhymes, the time has come for you to tell the court the truth. I don't need to make the noises because he's making them for me. Do I use the walkie-talkie, you say? Sorry, but you're dead wrong, me bucko. It's impossible, says I. What do you mean impossible? I shall sing ye a little shanty dissing your scurvy theory. Hark ye well now. Oh, he's just shuffling the whole time. The dissing of Phoenix Wright. Okay. No walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's restyle got no appeal. Broke before the bloom on the scene. Broke before I could have ever dreamed. Legit quick during cleaning time I, but bilge-sucking lawyers spitting lies. The orca, you don't listen to me, Kay. Kill the cat. Yo, you so cray-cray. Here we go again with that flip-flop music. He keeps calling it flip-flop. Oh. Broken. Of all the flimsy excuses, bilge-sucking, that was uncalled for. He probably broke it on purpose after the fact. That'd be untrue, little lassie. Although I can't prove it what it really was. It's so weird. I have to do, like, a rapping, like, person's voice while also trying to do a pirate voice. Just weird. Lucky for it be it for me, you lawyers be the ones who have to be proof doing. After everything we've uncovered, he still won't admit it. Somehow I have to prove that he still could have done it. Is this song going to be playing even through this? Oh, I was hoping like the DJ song would keep playing.
Hold it!
Mr. Rice, are you sure it was your walkie-talkie that was broken? Of course I'd be sure, although it doesn't have my name on it, written or anything. But you can't prove it not be your walkie-talkie now, can you? I'll never save Sasha this way. I have to figure out how he got a command to Orla. Mr. Rice, get a command to the Orca. Your theory crumbles. Everything you've done will go up in smoke. I be not the prosecution's side either, mind ye. The defendant can be innocent, says I. But either way, me walkie-talkie was broken, and that be the truth. He was going in beat with the actual song there for a second.
Hold it!
Do you have some way of proving that statement?
Silence!
The burden of proof is on you. No, it's not! It's not on me! You can't do that in this cross-examination right now. We've got to do that. Oi, yo, ho, ho. Proof that. Bro, you a joke. Like even a second, you gotta choke. Right, wanna press on every word? No, judge gonna be judge undeterred. You go in front and bring the pain, or stop walk away in shame. Ooh, he makes me so mad. We gotta come over our own freestyle boss and then we can kill him. But let's get him back with evidence instead, shall we? No singing? Witness, please continue your testimony about the walkie-talkie.
Hold it!
You made a big blunder? What happened? After I helped Sasha with the cleaning, I dropped it by accident and broke it. You wish to see it? I still have it with me. It doesn't appear to be broken. It looks fine to me. Me walkie-talkie broken. There's no way I could have done what she said. I couldn't have given any commands. Oh, your walkie-talkie broke. Isn't that just so convenient? Mr. Rhymes, I think you broke it on purpose. Miss Lawyer, none of your false accusations, if you please. I broke it on purpose? Where ye be your proof? I don't have any proof. this walkie-talkie was broken, it throws a monkey wrench into my whole theory. When he let Pearls borrow his cell phone so casually this time, he must have already been confident I wouldn't been able to prove a thing. I heard. You'll never get me to agree that poxed orca be innocent. There's something to be not done about it. She'll get Sasha one day too. Orca killed the captain if it weren't me. Or it weren't me. I intend to continue to claim that the defendant is innocent. But I won't stand for that. Now, my God, what's your next move? Your Honor, I would like to examine the walkie-talkie if you don't mind. Certainly. Oh, certainly, I hope. Here you go. Let's see if there's any way to tell when the walkie-talkie was broken. If he gave all of that command, maybe he could have broken it at that time. It couldn't have broken at that time. I can use this to do this, and I can press this to do that. You can also zoom in and out with B and M. Check every last inch of it for anything off. Darn, it is broken. It doesn't seem to work. I wonder what could have happened if I thumped it. Hey, it's not an old TV, you know. Please don't break it any further. Just keep looking. Bite marks. Huh? Look at these. They look like tooth marks. Hey, you're right. A bite this big. I wonder if it was all of them. Wait, a walkie-talkie with tooth marks? Didn't we hear a story like that just yesterday? It was the walkie-talkie Azura used right until death. In the middle of the show, the orca brought up Azura to the surface in her mouth. He left tooth marks in Azura's walkie-talkie. Captain said he always kept that walkie-talkie with him so he'd never forget. Ryan said this walkie-talkie was his, but could it be... Not odd about it, don't you agree? Arr, time to give it up, Mr. Lawyer. Forget the orca, just say Sasha says I. Can't do that. Now that I'm finally a lawyer again, how can I hold my head up if I made some of my clients so miserable? Arr, a stubborn one you be. Could I present it, or does it... It's not in my evidence, so how do I present it?
Objection!
No, I don't present that. Your Honor, what is your opinion on the witness's statement just now? My opinion? My opinion is that there is nothing wrong with it. Oh, this is my first trial in 8 years. I've already said this, so blah, 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 blah. Skip! You have no excuse! Shut up, Mr. Wright! Here's a negative point! Let's just do this one first, just in case he has something else that comes up here. There could have been some other way besides the walkie-talkie to issue the command.
Silence!
Yes, the orca could have received a signal from the defendant's whistle. Is this your point you're trying to concede?
Objection!
No, that's not what I'm saying. Some other way besides the whistle. Lawyer, black-eyed samurai, time for a freestyle drive-by. Sasha is legit, that the truth. Orca is guilty, gotta admit. That didn't rhyme. I tell you, it'd be all the orca's doing. If you don't belay all these bills, I shall diss you some rap. I believe you've already been doing that? No, we tried pressing him, but it didn't change anything. Well, I don't know about that. His statements might not have changed, but the meaning of one of them may have. Really? You caught something? And that one statement just might be the breakthrough we need. A drive-by implies murder. Yeah, I know. Or, you know, at least an attempt. Gotta shoot ya! Bang, bang, bang. What's considered a passing grade in your country? A C? I mean, isn't that the same as everywhere? Depending on what kind of grading system you mean. If you're talking like GCSEs kind of thing, then yeah, C, I guess. Broke before... Be broke for real. Do I then present this?
Objection!
No. Witnesses lie. In what way? Doesn't he expose something that affects his boneheadedness? Boneheadedness. I don't know why I said it like that. Think untoward about the evidence, no matter how you best it. I agree. There is nothing compelling in that evidence. I'm definitely losing the judge's confidence in me here. All right, tell me where I need to go. Mr. Wright, I think I have something here. You said something wrong with this testimony? That's right. Let me show you which statement I thought was strange. Thanks. That would be a big help. And I'll just have to compare the evidence with the statement just yours. Oh, it's here? Mr. Wright, I think I have something here. Wait, what? I meant press E. How many times? How many times am I going to present the wrong thing?
Objection!
There you go. I hope you don't think with your finger about aimlessly. It's going to help you win this trial. I agree. I see nothing inconsistent with that evidence. Damn, I failed. Time for Sasha should I. In an on trial, the defense's case is sufficient to overturn the prosecution's claims. Guilty. And then she dies because her heart gave out. Back in we go. Why is it still glowing? Mr. Wright, I don't see any consistencies in the testimony. This might be a good time to press for more information. I think you're right. I just can't help but feel there's more to this statement than meets the eye. I put my faith in Athena and press on that statement then. Really? You want to press again?
Hold it!
Mr. Rhymes, are you sure it was your walkie-talkie that was broken? Of course I'd be sure, although it doesn't have my name written on it or anything. But you can't prove it not being a walkie-talkie now, can you? Never say Sasha this way. You have to figure out how he got a command to Aura. Right, couldn't get a command to Aura with Demi Crumbles. Maybe nothing, but I pressed on it, now what? Wait, you're not gonna let me do anything now?
Silence!
I'm just gonna skip everything because we've already done this. Like, it's just disabled my present button, so I can't present anything. In fact, I have to do this again. Yes.
Hold it! Silence! Objection!
How are we gonna say? Or something, yeah. What if it's gonna be like, oh, certain things will show up? Let me see. Nope. Literally tells me to present here. There's gotta be something here. I've already presented this multiple times. I guess this one?
Objection!
No.
Objection!
That's why. Because of one sentence that says his walkie-talkie wasn't found. God damn you. The walkie-talkie that the witness brought with him to court today may have been stolen from the victim, Mr. Jack Shipley. Our aquarium may look like a band of pirates, but theory, yar. According to the defendant's statement, Mr. Shipley talked to her on his walkie-talkie before his death. However, no walkie-talkie was found near the victim's body. Methinks the police didn't look hard enough. Besides, the captain walkie-talkie wasn't broken, be not that right. So his walkie-talkie not to do with mine. I'm not so sure that's true. The victim fell to his death. It's quite possible his walkie-talkie broke in the fall. You stole fizzy lifting drinks! You stole the walkie-talkie after the victim's death, didn't you, Mr. Rhymes?
Silence!
I will not allow such leading questions, right, Dono? Why? You've done it! You've always done it. You claim the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim. Show me your evidence. Certainly. I plan on doing just that. Please look at these tooth marks here on the walkie-talkie. Tooth marks? Oh yes, I've seen them. The victim's walkie-talkie was a keepsake that used to belong to Azura Summers, who died a year ago. These tooth marks were left by Aura when she carried Miss Summers in her mouth. If this is Mr. Shipley's walkie-talkie, then Mr. Rhymes' walkie-talkie is still unaccounted for, which means he could have used it to command the Orca after all. And that's not all, Your Honor. The only one who could have taken the victim's walkie-talkie is the culprit himself. Arr. The fact that Marlon Rhymes had the victim's walkie-talkie is proof that he murdered Jack Shipley. You get it, Raffatron. Sink me. Arr! Not so fast, Mr. Lawyer. What? He still won't admit it? This walkie-talkie be mine, says I. Then how do you explain the tooth marks on it? I've had many a run-in with that orca myself. Arr. She bit me more than once, and me walkie-talkie too. Evidence of our fights are carved me here into me body. My goodness, I can clearly see the tooth mark scars on your skin. You could see them from the very start, man. What? Are those really scars from being bitten by Orla? Oh, yo, ho! You want answers? I got some meat. These scars from Orla? That's right. Them girl could put up a nasty fight. That orca bit me and left me scarred. Had a rep to protect, so I went in hard. So, Mr. Lawyer, I win just being frank. And Orla, you get the plank. Can't let him run his show. I have to find a way to prove the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim. And you forget about fingerprints. I always keep your walkie-talkie clean and polished. This man had everything worked out before he even took the stand. But I won't give up. There has to be some way. Mr. Wright, I found something interesting. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie Notice anything funny about them? Funny? Funny how? Something is different about them compared to the tooth marks we've seen. There's a space. Ah. The only other ones I remember are the ones in the practice dummy. This is just a tiny difference. It might not even mean anything. Right now, we need to consider every possibility we can, no matter how small. If I can figure out what's different about the bite marks, maybe I can somehow prove Ryan's walkie-talkie actually belonged to the victim. Think, Phoenix, you can turn everything around just right here and now. We're going into his mind palace! Yeah! Best part of the game. Time to review the facts we have so far. With the intent of killing Orla, Ryan strayed the show stage pool. But Ryan has failed to kill Orla, and instead he tried to pin the Shipley's murder on Orla. In order to manipulate Orla, Ryan's must have used a cell phone and a walkie-talkie. But the walkie-talkie Ryan's has is broken. I think it's the victim's walkie-talkie, the one he kept as a memento of Azura Summers. I have to find a way to prove that it was indeed the victim's walkie-talkie. Which piece of evidence left on the walkie-talkie could have belonged to the victim? Tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. We have two pieces of evidence for the tooth marks, the walkie-talkie and the dummy. I like that they show the comparison, you can see the difference. There's just like this big gap here. What's striking about these two pieces? When I look closely, I see two different mark patterns. Two variations, huh? Wasn't there a trick of Orla that had two different variations as well? Two different songs. A year ago, the Orca song and teeth marks were different from what they are now. What could be the cause of these two inconsistencies? What's behind the facts that the Orca teeth mark and the songs were different a year ago? I mean, new teeth grew in could work, but I think more like more new song. No, if she learned a new song, that would go against the basis of my whole theory. Orla can only sing one song. I can't start second-guessing everything now. I guess I need to think about this some more. Different orca? Wait, really? There are two different orcas. I'm starting to think. There are two different orcas, the one a year ago and Orla now. And if the orca a year ago was an Orla, it means the bite mark on the walkie-talkie isn't Orla's, that like Ryan said it was. Now I can finally prove the walkie-talkie belongs to the victim. That's just like wild. Where'd the second orca go? Like just suddenly out of his ass, he just goes, oh, there's a second orca. There was never a mention of a second one. Okay, sure. Mr. Ryan, it appears you've been lost in thought in there. Is everything all right? You seem to be having some sort of brain aneurysm. I just realized something astonishing, Your Honor. Your face is what's astonishing, right, Dono? Your rudeness is what is astonishing, Prosecutor Blackwell. And what is this astonishing thing you realized? Up until now, I thought the orca at Shipship Aquarium a year ago and Orla were the same orca. However, two inconsistencies led me to a new fact. And that fact is that there might be two Aura Shipleys. What? Two different orcas? But that's impossible. Order in the court. Explain yourself. What is the basis for this preposterous claim? I'm making him so angry in this one. Like, what the fuck? Orca shows shone a year ago and the one now are different. I believe it's because the orca a year ago was a different orca. Two different orcas, two different songs. It explains the show song contradiction. What be this Beals talk? I don't understand. Talking about the truth that will finally catch you out in your lies. You claim that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were Aura's, but that's not true. Two different bite mark patterns on the walkie-talkie and the one on the dummy proves it. What? Two different patterns, you say?
Silence!
Well, I'm conceding that there's no possibility. There is a possibility that two different orcas exist. Bite mark patterns alone are not enough. I want more conclusive evidence. Alright, I'll show you conclusive evidence then. So he wants to see evidence other than the bite mark pattern, does he? Orca a year ago and Orla have two different songs and different teeth. I don't have two videos on hand that can compare the differences. Or don't I have? I will now submit two videos of which different songs teeth and complete compared. I guess the one from this?
Take that!
Here's the other.
Take that!
Please compare these two videos, one from a year ago and one recent. As discussed, the two orcas are singing two different songs. Please also pay attention to the appearance of the two orcas' teeth. How exactly do you claim their teeth are different? Let's look for shots in the two videos where the orcas' teeth are shown. Look at this pixelated image, isn't it great? This is Orla in the recent video of the Swashbuckler Spectacular Pirate Show. As you can see, she has all of her teeth. What a healthy smile she has. I'm a bit envious. Next, let's take a look at the TV phone video from a year ago. Oh yeah! Just as I thought, the teeth are different. Oh, I believe the smile looks a bit different from the one we saw a moment ago. As you can see, Orca from a year ago has one tooth that's broken off. Ugh. If the teeth are different, then... Yes, if the teeth are different, they are, of course, leaving different bite mark patterns. On the practice dummy, you can see Orla perform a uniform pattern with all teeth intact. And on the walkie-talkie, you can see one tooth is missing from the pattern. Ah, I see. Just like the smile of the orca in last year's video. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were not made by the orca we know as Orla. They were made a year ago by a different orca. Two different orcas? Can't believe it! The statement that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkies were from Orla was a lie. The truth is, this walkie-talkie was stolen from the victim, Jack Shipley. And the only person who could have stolen it is... the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. No, you got it all wrong. It'd be all the fault of that orca. Oh. Oh. Huh? Arr. You got it all wrong. Standing on the ocean. Blind. It'd be the orca's fault. This can't be. Arr. Once again, I'm too weak to help anybody. Yar. Sad yar. Well, it would appear we should hear more from the defendant about Aura Shipley. Sasha Buckler. Yes, Captain Judge? It's Captain Judge. Is what Mr. Wright claims true? Are there two different orcas? The secret that Ship Aquarium was hiding was about Orla, wasn't it? Dr. Crab told me to focus on the orca's song. He hinted it would be a clue. Phoenix is right. The one we call Orla is the second Aura Shipley. There actually used to be two orcas at Ship Aquarium. I used to call the first Aura Shipley just Aura for short. Aura and Orla are sisters. The captain rescued them both when they got beached on the shore. But Orla was in bad shape and the ship's doctor had to look after her for a long time. Both orcas loved the captain, so we decided to keep them at Ship Aquarium. Why didn't you say anything about there being two orcas? Well, because after the accident a year ago, Aura was put down. What? Aura is dead? Yeah, the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demanded it. Apparently the captain and the ship's doctor begged them. We put the first one down, so please leave the second one alone, they said. Anyway, after the accident a year ago, The captain told us he was going to put Aura in the pirate show as Aura Shipley. He asked us to keep quiet about Aura's death until the time was right. What a surprising and complex tale. Did all Shipship Aquaria employees know about this? No, just a select few of us. Mr. Rhymes, did you know about it? Of course not. How would I? Tell me, Mr. Rhymes, did you plan on killing Ola from the start? Yeah. I planned to do it during the cleaning, so I drained the pool. I figured if I didn't do something about that beast, Sasha's life would be in danger. Sasha trusted that orca just as much as Azura did. I wanted to protect her. I couldn't help Azura. So I felt like protecting Sasha was the least I could do, my duty. I built up my strength so I'd be ready to kill the orca. I even fought with sharks. But the captain realized my plan and tried to save the orca. And that is why you killed Jack Shipley. Another report from the crime lab finally makes sense. Report from the crime lab? In court yesterday, you will recall I showed a photo of the victim lying on her back. According to the lab, the bruise on the victim's right wrist was Rhyme's handprint. His handprint? I didn't know how it fitted with the case until I heard Rhymes' story right now. That's what I mentioned. We mentioned it before, and then it just never got brought up again until now. But now we can imagine the reason for it being there. Rhymes must have made the handprint when he fought with the victim over the orca. A handprint made during a struggle. I don't care what happens to me anymore. I deserve the death penalty. I'm the one that killed the captain. Please give Sasha her not guilty verdict. Accept your defeat well, I see. Let me be your guide to hell. Get on with the verdict, your boldness. It seems this unprecedented trial that began with an orca as the defendant has finally come to a close. Sasha is saved. Ola's going to be so happy. Sasha's not guilty verdict is coming. Why do I still have this strange nagging feeling? Rhyme's handprint on the victim's right wrist. Was it really the result of a deadly struggle over the orca? I can't shake the feeling that handprint has some other hidden meaning. Is this trial going to end without revealing the whole truth? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckler. Objection!
Hold it!
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? I would like to further explore this new evidence the prosecution just submitted. What complaint would you have? You were about to get your not guilty verdict. I see no need to further prolong this trial, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, we still don't know the entire truth of this case. This unnatural handprint Mr. Rhymes left on the victim's right wrist. Why am I getting so excited? It's stupid. Because he's not going to let it just lie that he wins here. He's got to find the truth instead of just letting him win. I don't think it was a result of a fight between the two men. Not the result of a fight. What you suggested it was. Boss, what are you doing? Do you remember that evidence we found at the show stage? Evidence? What evidence? That mysterious mark might be the key to understanding the whole case. Your Honor, the defense would like to submit evidence that will expose the truth of this case. A mysterious piece of evidence that pairs with Mr. Rhymes' unnatural handprint.
Take that!
Marlon Rhymes left behind a very unusual set of prints at the show stage. In what way were they unusual? Every time I hold it up, hold it, I can only see a Shamspear hold it from the Great Eastern. Which reminds me, play it. I get it, you want me to play that, okay? There were right handprints on the left side of the ladder. If one were to grasp the ladder in the same way as the prints, it would look like this. Looks like the ladder is being grasped from above. Exactly, Your Honor. And the handprint on the victim's right wrist shows it to be held with a powerful grip. Marlon Rhymes grasps the show stage ladder in unnatural pose. If he was gripping the victim's wrist in this position, then he must have been. It means Mr. Rhymes was actually... That's right. If we complete the unnatural handprint with the mysterious fingerprints... we see that Marlon Rhymes was trying to save the victim's life. What? That can't be. It's impossible. Why don't we ask Mr. Rhymes himself? Yeah, Mr. Rhymes, we want to hear the truth directly from you. I gotta hand it to you, Mr. Lawyer. You got skills. Why did you have to figure it out? It doesn't matter what happens to me anymore. I'm ready to die. So is what the defense claiming true? The captain, he found I drained the show stage pool. He rushed to the side of the pool, franked to put some water in for the orca. And then he slipped. Captain, give me your left hand. No, Marlon, you'll fall too. I have to do a different pirate voice. Forgive me, Marlon. I didn't realize what deep pain you are in. But please don't blame Ola. It's nobody's fault. Not Ola. And not yours. Hey! Captain! It really was Long Live the King, but not intentionally. It was like, no, I wanted to save him. So Jack Shipley's death was accidental. Oh, I like this guitar, like. Why don't you tell us that you didn't kill the victim? Because I have no right to live anymore. I'm ready to get the death penalty. The captain died because of me, and then on top of it all, I used his body to frame Ola. I was gonna kill Ola, and she wasn't even to blame. Didn't do anything wrong. The only thing I can do now is pay with it all my life. I can't do anything. I couldn't save the captain. I couldn't avenge Orazura's death. Mr. Rhymes, you have the wrong idea about Miss Summers' death. Not even the first Aura Shipley was responsible for her dying. You're wrong about everything, okay? I'm gonna rub it in! Aura, of her own accord, was trying to save Miss Summers' life. What? What are you talking about? Azura Summers suffered from a heart condition, but she didn't tell anyone, and she performed in the pirate show anyway. She had a heart attack and died before anyone could save her. I'm sure she didn't think Aura attacked her. There's nothing to avenge. No way. A heart condition? She never said a word about it. Maybe she didn't want you to worry about her. I mean, it's kind of stupid because it got her killed. So, you know, people make stupid mistakes, but yeah. So I wanted to get revenge all its time for nothing. Way to just destroy a man, Phoenix. Jesus. But neither case was a murder. Not a year ago, and not this time either. I think this is the first time we've had a case with Phoenix where he actually doesn't get anyone a guilty verdict. Like, yeah, the other guy is still, you know, had an accidental death and still tried to save them, but still, he tried to hide it, so he's going to go to prison at least. Your responsibility in this matter is great, but I believe you could be rehabilitated. Marlon, you better come back to Shipshape Aquarium when you're done, you hear? Laura and I and everybody will be waiting for you. You still have a lot to offer, Mr. Rhymes. Live your life and never give up. For the sake of those who are gone as well. I promise to make up for what I've done, even if it takes my whole life. Hey, Mr. Right. Sasha. Thank you. Well, I have seen countless trials, but never one that ended like this. I don't know how, Mr. Wright, but you always seem to manage to turn things around. I think all this excitement has taken a few years off my life. Is that praise or a diss? Now then, this court finds the defendant, Sasha Butler, not guilty. Yeah! Woo! It's like Phoenix and the samurai just having a stare off. The court is now adjourned. Woo! July 22nd, 5:11 p.m. Ship-shape aquarium. Orca pool. Congratulations on your win. Thank you for all your help today, Pearls. All I did was have fun with Orla. Oh, I'm back. Oh, I missed you, girl. Oh, I'm so happy for you and Orla, Sasha. Everything turned out great. Phoenix, Athena, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ola and I are both really grateful. I will now act me gratitude with a little performance hour. Miss Orca Lover, don't you think you better take care of your health first? Alright, fine. I promise, no more shows until I'm better. You have a heart condition. I don't think you get better from that. I think you'll need like a new heart for that. I don't want anyone to worry about me after all. Please don't go the way of Azura and end up having a heart attack because of that. Good. Glad that's settled. Hey, buddy, Mr. Lawyer. You had just at the blabber seen one of our aquarium secrets, didn't you? I'm sorry, Dr. Crab. Nah, that's alright. I'm glad. It was kind of hard to tell. Although, thanks to you, they now know I'm using an illegal torpedo system. But I think we'll be able to wiggle out of serious repercussions somehow. That writer lady's advocating for us, saying the law itself is to blame. She said she's going to look into getting the law changed. Wow, Mr. Bloom, she sure is powerless. Or powerhouse. There's one thing you didn't figure out, by the way. Keep this to yourself, will you? We don't want it getting out of publicly. I'm just going to save just in case I have to present something. Remember that appointment I had written down in my calendar? Oh, you mean meet the captain at the Orca Pool at 7 a.m.? That note meant the Orca Pool of the submarine aquarium, not ship shapes. What? How are you supposed to meet there? Jack and I, we visited the submarine aquarium once a month. Any idea why? I know why. I know. To get dolphin therapy treatment? No, silly. Remember I told you? Jack and I were against putting the orca down from the start. What? You mean you just pretended to put the first ore shipping down? Supermarine Aquarium is harboring her for us. What? Oh, so that talk about large amounts of money you were paying them. Once a month, the owner and the vendor disappear from this aquarium, and I came to find out that each time a large amount of money was being paid out. Yeehaw! She's not a cowboy. Paying for all his care. I wouldn't believe how much fish orcas eat. Now that's been proven she's innocent all along, I think we can bring her back soon. Till then, keep it under your hat, okay? Huh? What's he telling you about? Oh, just something about an orca that's still alive. Nothing much. By the way, Ola wants you to give her a little celebratory prize. Ola specifically requested that you give it to her, Phoenix. Jake Marshall returns. All right, fine. Let's see. What can I give her? Fish!
Take that!
Finally! Ola, it's coming a day late, but congratulations on your verdict. Whee! And then he got married to Ola. Oh my. Aren't you lucky? What? Okay, Pearl. That's Ola's best trick, the thank you kiss trick. Ola, I want to be next. And she was never next. And so the curtain fell on my first trial in years. I'm looking forward to the comeback of Sasha and Ola's swashbuckler spectacular. After all, I made a comeback of my own as a lawyer. The judge officiated the marriage, yeah. A few months later, I guess this is after the main part of the game, like the actual main story. Date, I don't know. Time, I also don't know. Ship-shape aquarium. Entrance. It's been a while since I visited Ship-shape aquarium. Now that Sasha's recovered from her illness, she's performing today. Oh, she just recovered from having a heart condition? Sure. There's still some time before the show starts. Think I'll wander around a bit. Hiya, Phoenix. Hope you enjoy the show today. Orcas are excited and ready to go. Well, I'm sure I'll enjoy... Oh, wait a minute. Did you say orcas as in plural? Yep, let me show you. Oh. Whoa, this is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. What, two orders? Don't tell me. Yep, you caught it right. Aura Shipley the First has returned into Ship-shape aquarium. We be the three pirate sisters, arr! We be putting a stop to evil Scallywag League, led by Red Stash and the giant octopus. But I don't want to get in the way of their rehearsal. Guess I'd better go. Well, if it is Blue Boy, did you come for my book signing? Oh, Mr. Plume, there's a book signing? Yes, my new book is just out. It's called Ship-shape Aquarium. Don't pull the plug. Larry's best man. Oh, God. He just suddenly comes in just for this one moment. The book signing will be held here in the room, after all. The vet owes me a favor. Yeah, she got them to approve the use of the torpedo. I'm grateful. But why does she keep coming to my lab to bother me every single day? My next work will be entitled Sniper, the Penguin Leaves the Nest. Oh. Stop this cacophony. Why am I surrounded by carping females? Gee, Dr. Crab gets all the ladies. Guess I'll leave him to it. Oops, it's almost time for the show. Where have you been, Daddy? Polly and Athena already went in. Oh, wait, and I brought some souvenirs to take back to the village. Sorry to keep you waiting. I bet they'll all love your souvenirs back home, Pearls. By the way, I heard a certain someone is going to be in today's show. Certain someone? I wonder who it could be. It's Maya! Ooh, it was almost time. That's the show. The show is just about to start. All right, let's go to the show stage then. Saves you all seats, Mr. Wright. Oh, I can't believe I get to see the show again. I'm so happy I want to dive in the pool. Better not. I think they call security. You're welcome in the pool anytime, Athena. I've got Red Stash as the best swimmer of all. Huh? Have you got playing Red Stash's role? Sasha, Aura, and Ola are ready to go. I know that voice. Yep, you know it. Marlon is back and he's playing the role of Red Stash. He was in prison for a few months? What? I think he needs to be in longer than a few months. I think at least a few years. That's how it usually goes. You don't just go, oh, he accidentally killed someone. Put him in the brig for like 5 days. He'll be fine. It'd be the new Swashbuckler Spectacular. I hope you enjoy it, me buckos. I mean, he'd make a good dress sash, I'm not gonna lie. But still. New cutscene? Nah. I was hoping to see it.
And so, our pirates set
No!
sail
They
for
stole
bluer
my voice
seas
acting!
under a sunnier sky. As for me,
I had to focus on the dark age of the law crap.
I set foot into the world of law once more as a full-time lawyer.
Yeah! I have to say, they put a lot of effort into... You've unlocked bonus music, background screen, D&D commemorative, Minaboshitaro. What? Why did that look like a fighting game? But I think that's all of them. Yeah, there's no other ones. The only thing left is the other game. But that is it for today. Made some good progress. Exit. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I think that that was actually quite a lot of effort put into this one DLC. Like, they put a ton of cutscenes in it, more than the main game has, which is, or at least equal to the main game in one case. It was cool. I like that. I don't know. I feel that with this collection, they should have just made it a part of the game rather than a separate episode. I understand when it came out, it was supposed to be because it's DLC. And even then, I was still kind of iffy about it. But now that it's like in a compilation, they should have really just put it in where it's supposed to be in the series, like in the actual episodes. Make it part of the main game. Because it would have given Pearls a better introduction. Because in the main game, she just shows up. There's no like cutscene or anything. Whereas this, she has like an actual cutscene and a grand introduction. She plays important parts of the quest, you know, stuff like that. The other one, she just kind of shows up and then gets kidnapped or something like that. No, she doesn't get kidnapped. She replaces Trucy because Trucy gets kidnapped. So yeah, you get the point. It's great. It was a good DLC, all right. It was very good. It was very well thought out. There were some moments where I'm like, okay, but overall, it's good. It did feel weird though when it had to re-describe how to do things, even though you do it in the main game. So I don't know. Maybe they think you would play that first. But yeah, it was great. So that is Dual Destinies done and dusted. That was actually almost an hour and 30 minutes. That was actually good time. So Dual Destinies is done. Hope everyone enjoyed Dual Destinies. Again, I still think this is good. I enjoyed it. I still think this is better than Apollo Justice's game. Apollo's game is fine, but this again, we've already had this discussion, but essentially this game goes up and down, but when this goes up and it hits the peak point, it's good. It's really, really good. But when it goes down, it goes down. It's definitely a lot of fun. And yeah, I would say it's good. But with Dual Destinies done, I now get to go onto a game that I have not played at all. So everything will be new for me for that one. Whether that's going to be good or not, I don't know, because I've been hearing conflicting things about Spirit of Destiny or whatever it was called. Spirit Travels, whatever the next game's called. Spirit Journey. Phoenix Wright Spirit Journey. I'm hearing conflicting reports. Some say that it's really bad. It's probably the worst out of the entire franchise. But I don't know. I actually stayed away as far from, spoilers or anything with that game. So I don't know anything. So I'm waiting to play that. So I'm going to say it now. When we play that game, no spoilers. And I'm putting a hard line on that. Anyone that spoils it will get put in timeout or straight up banned if they keep doing it. Okay? So I'm saying this now because I'm going to say it again next time. Just don't do any spoilers. I will specifically ask, because this is the one time where I'm going to actually enforce it hard. Okay? Because I don't like being spoiled about things I haven't played yet. The other ones I'm sort of fine on because I have already played them, so I got the general gist of what was going to happen. But we are now in a game I have not played, and we don't want a Harry Potter situation where people are trying to spoil it, like Dumbledore dies or something, you know, because I remember that was annoying as hell. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the next one, and we will probably be starting that next week, Tuesday, like we would do normally. Now tomorrow we're supposed to be doing Metro. However, I had finished that. I had finished all of the DLC on Wednesday. I got my days mixed up. I am still unsure of what I will do tomorrow. I am half tempted to just have an off day for that one because this whole week has just been kind of tiring for some reason. I've been having like weird sleep schedules. Obviously, my sleep schedule was already bad. This week was just particularly bad and just take too long to explain. But yeah, it's just not been a great week sleep wise. Great week. See, I can't even say words. But yeah, we'll see. I'll probably make like a post on my Twitter. So again, look in the description for that so you know whether I'm going to be streaming tomorrow or not. But other than that, thank you all for joining. I hope everyone enjoyed this series. Like I said, I'll be back on Tuesday with this for the next game, Spirit. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So as usual, like, follow, subscribe to that bell notification so you're on the next stream if you're watching from YouTube and whatever Twitch's version of that is. And if you want to help support me directly, there's links to Patreon and tips below the video and in the description if you're watching from YouTube. And if you do become a patron, you get your name added to the patron list here, where I give you a shout out in every stream, and I thank you for the continued support, and I greatly appreciate you, like I do with Hiru Kuni and the Swordmaster 37. Thanks, guys. We all defended the Orca, and we shall move on and defend all marine life from court cases. But yeah, thank you all for joining today. Y'all take care. Y'all have a nice rest of the day. I will either see you tomorrow or I will see you next week. And until then, y'all take care and have a nice rest of the day. Have a nice weekend too if I don't see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye, Rafatron. Bye, everyone. Why do you not make a YouTube community post? Because no one reads those. I know I don't. I don't even know how you would see those. But yeah, anyway. See you guys. Bye.